Hello everyone, welcome back. We're here for an update on the tank. The brace, of course, holds perfectly. Everything's been nice and stable. Um, I've finally got the tank to cycle properly on its own. I'm getting consistent yellow test kit results for my ammonia. Zero nitrites and very little nitrates. So that's where I'm supposed to be. Probably took, I would say, almost 2 months to get this tank to actually cycle. Of course, when I added the fish, it extended that time, and that's fine. That's normal. Everything's been doing good. I did lose the smallest of my 8 baby discus. I'm down to 4, unfortunately. They were just, they didn't get over the stress of being moved. They kept hiding. Part of the hiding was I had a couple of bully fish. I removed them. Then everybody got happy. Everybody started eating. Everybody was moving around, including the ones that weren't eating. They just wouldn't eat. I couldn't get them to eat. Apparently this happens with young discus, and moving them from their original environment into a new one, they just sometimes don't make it. So I'm down to 4, which is great, and they're all doing good. They're all eating. They're all pretty fat. Here's one here, for example. He's all plumped up pretty nice. And there you go. You see him? You see him? This is my problem right now. He, I'm guessing, is a male discus, and he's being aggressive. He's the fattest one. He gets his fair share of all the food. And he's being dominant, and he's chasing the other discus around whenever they get near him, which is a little concerning. Now, 2 of the 3 he chases around just kind of run away a little bit and don't care. But the 3rd is back to being a hidey guy. He's hiding up behind my ammonia scrubbers, and this concerns me because it's this hiding behavior. He's not grazing, he's not eating food right now, he's hiding, and he's been doing that for a couple days. And this guy has come up to check up on him. He's not going to hide though. He might be a little upset too, and but he'll go back to going down and grazing, and he doesn't get too stressed out over it, as you can see. I've just given them some brine shrimp, so you can see a little bit of it still floating around the water. Haven't lost any neons, haven't lost any other fish at all. Everything's been good. Everybody's plump and fat and growing nicely. My little baby black skirts are already huge because, I've been feeding the tank fairly well. They do not bug my discus at all, which is great because they grew up together, I guess. So they were little babies, and they don't care about the discus. The white skirts that I bought that were adults, they will harass the baby discus. So they are in another tank right now, and when my discus are a little bigger, I will reintroduce them. I do want to mix those skirted glowfish in with my discus. I like the look. I've seen it done online. As soon as the discus are big enough, the skirts aren't going to bother them. So I just have to grow them out a little bit. They've definitely grown because now they're about the size of a Canadian $2 coin. And when I brought them home, most of them were the size of a quarter. So they are growing. Actually, they're all looking almost to be the same size now, and I had one that was significantly bigger than the rest, and the others have almost caught up to him. So it's funny, the big one's being chased right now. He was the biggest one, and now you'd think he would have been the bully, but nope. He's still getting pretty good food though, and like I said, it's this one here. It doesn't look Doesn't look emaciated yet, but if it keeps hiding, it's going to be a problem, and I'm not sure what to do about it. Like, one thing I was thinking about was when I put the adult white skirts in, the discus sort of banded together. They worked together because there was a perceived threat. I'm wondering if I should reintroduce them, but I don't think it's going to work out well, because then I'll just end up with more than one hiding is what I think is going to happen. So I don't want that. So Discus Aggression, if you have any ideas, I'd like to hear them. I mean, should I pull him out of the tank and find another tank for him? I don't think that's a good idea either. I'm hoping they just work it out. But this aggression is new. Like, he's obviously feeling really good. And it's funny, like right around when my water stabilized, the aggression started. So I always had like a small amount of green ammonia showing up in the test kit. It was probably coming in between 0.25 and 0.42. And my water has chloramine in it, so I think that's really why it was happening. But now I'm getting yellow results, and I can cut back on my water changes, and I have, and I'm still holding yellow. So I'm keeping an eye on it. Everything seems to be stabilizing. There's going to be more plants going in for sure in the middle. I think plants are going to provide some cover, and maybe he won't hide up there anymore, and he'll hide in the plants, and that way he'll be able to eat better. So in the next few days, more plant life is entering the tank. I'll try and get some tall, bushy ones. So there's a more appropriate place to hide than up there, away from the food, behind the scrubbers. Yeah, so I don't know. I hope I don't lose another discus, but if he keeps hiding like that, I fear I might. I do see him eat stuff off the sponge filters though, so he's not like not eating, but he's just not constantly grazing like the others, and that concerns me. Anyhow, thanks for tuning in. If you have any suggestions that might help this, please let me know in the comments. I'm stumped. I don't know what to do. I don't want to remove the aggressive one and put him in another tank. That might shock him. I could add other fish, but I feel I have enough other fish and they're not really mattering. See, he's back to chasing down here again. But you see, if the fish just stand their ground, he gives up. He leaves them alone for a bit. Well, you can see they're plump now. So 4 is better than none, I suppose. Yeah, see, here comes Mr. Bully. He's like on the boss. Okay, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll try and update you a little sooner.